drowning in data, starving for clarity, the hidden reason physiatrists stay overworked, underpaid, and stuck. You didn't go through residency to become a professional overthinker, yet here you are, tabs open, podcasts playing, webinars bookmarked, and still no closer to building the practice you actually want. Let me say the quiet part out loud. More information isn't making you smarter. It's keeping you stuck. Every physiatrist I coach is doing the same thing. They're researching, starting a practice, they're learning about billing models, they're watching videos on passive income streams, and yet nothing changes. Why? Because you've crossed an invisible line. The moment where information stops being helpful and starts being harmful. Your brain isn't designed to process infinite options. It's designed to make decisions under constraint. But instead, you've built a mental ICU full of conflicting opinions. Start a cash practice. No, go hospital-based, build ancillary service. Wait until the market improves. Now you're not informed, you're paralyzed. And paralysis has a cost. While you hesitate, someone else less experienced, less trained, but more decisive is building the referral network that should have been yours. Here's the truth that will set you free. Decisive physiatrists don't have more information, they have a better filter for what matters. They ask one powerful question: what specific piece of information would actually change my decision? If you can't answer that, you already have enough. At that moment, continuing to learn is not growth. It's fear wearing a lab coat. The physicians who build profitable, scalable practices aren't waiting for certainty. They're operating with clarity thresholds. They define upfront what data matters, what enough looks like, when to move, and then they act. Not perfectly, not fearlessly, but decisively. Let's be brutally honest, every extra month you spend figuring it out costs you lost revenue from patients you never saw, lost equity in a business you never built, lost leverage in a system that is actively shrinking your autonomy. Meanwhile, reimbursements are dropping, workloads are rising, burnout is becoming the norm, not the exception. This isn't just about decision making. This is about whether you become the physician who owns the system or the physician who is owned by it. One path is healing your time, your income, your autonomy. The other is quietly draining it. Let's make this real. Comment below. What decision have you been researching for months but haven't made? Tag a colleague who needs to hear this before they open their 47th browser tab. Controversial truth: the most dangerous physicians aren't the uninformed ones. They're the ones who think they need just one more piece of information. You don't need another course, you don't need another webinar, you don't need more noise, you need a framework, a way to cut through complexity, act with confidence, and build a practice that is helping more patients, healing your burnout, hopeful for your financial future, because the goal was never to become the most informed physiatrist in the room. The goal is to become the one who actually does something with it.